What if I told you that the cure to the darkest days of your life isn't always happiness, isn't always motivation, and it's definitely not waiting for the pain to disappear? What if I told you that the hidden power is discipline? Because discipline is what carries you when your emotions can't. Discipline is the light that refuses to go out, even in the deepest darkness of depression. Depression is not just sadness. It's not just feeling low for a day or two. It's the heavy weight you carry every morning when you open your eyes and wish you could stay asleep forever. It's the voice inside your head that whispers, "Why bother? Nothing will change." And in that moment, motivation feels like a myth. Inspiration feels fake. And hope? It feels so far away you can't even see it. But here's the truth. You don't need to feel good to get better. You don't need to wait for happiness to take the first step. All you need is discipline. You see, motivation is fragile. It comes and goes. Some days, you'll feel like climbing mountains. Other days, you won't even feel like getting out of bed. But discipline? Discipline doesn't care about your mood. Discipline doesn't wait for permission. Discipline doesn't ask, "Do you feel like it today?" Discipline is action despite the feeling. It's the simple, powerful choice to do what must be done, even when you don't want to. And that choice, repeated over and over again, is what slowly, quietly, invisibly breaks depression's grip. Imagine two people both struggling with depression. The first one listens to the voice in their head. Stay in bed, skip the gym, don't bother showering, tomorrow will be better. But tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months. The darkness grows. The second one hears the exact same voice, the same heaviness, the same hopelessness. But instead of obeying the voice, they whisper back, "Just 5 minutes." They force themselves out of bed. They brush their teeth. They drink a glass of water. And slowly, step by step, they do what discipline demands, not what depression suggests. Guess who starts to heal? It's not about being stronger. It's not about having more willpower. It's about using discipline as a weapon. When you're depressed, small things feel impossible. That's why discipline starts small. When you're depressed, small things feel impossible. That's why discipline starts small. Make your bed. It tells your brain, "I started something, I finished something." Take a walk. Even if it's just 5 minutes, it resets your mind. Write one sentence in a journal. Not a page, not a chapter, just one sentence. Each tiny act is like a drop of water in an empty glass. One drop feels useless, but keep going, and one day that glass is overflowing. Discipline is not about doing huge things. It's about doing consistent things, and consistent things create momentum, and momentum creates change. Science proves this. Exercise releases endorphins that fight depression. Writing down your thoughts reduces stress. A structured routine creates stability for the mind. But here's the catch. You won't feel like doing any of it. Depression will lie to you. It will say, "You're too tired." It won't matter. You can't change. That's when discipline speaks louder. Do it anyway. Just 5 minutes. Prove the voice wrong. That's the hidden power. Not waiting to feel good, but doing what is good until the feeling follows. Think of some of the most successful people in history. Many of them battled depression. Abraham Lincoln faced deep depression while leading a nation. Winston Churchill called his depression his black dog. Countless artists, leaders, and entrepreneurs carried the same weight. What set them apart? They didn't wait for motivation. They relied on discipline, showing up even in darkness. If you're watching this and struggling right now, here's a simple blueprint. One non-negotiable habit. Choose one thing to do daily, no matter what. Exercise, journaling, prayer, reading, anything positive. Set micro goals. Don't aim for an hour at the gym, aim for 5 push-ups. Don't aim to write a book, aim for 1 paragraph. Use the 2-minute rule. Promise yourself you'll do it for 2 minutes. More often than not, 2 minutes turns into 20. Track small wins. Keep a simple checklist. Seeing progress, even tiny progress, reminds your brain you're moving forward. Seek support, not isolation. Discipline also means asking for help when needed. Therapy, friends, mentors. Because isolation feeds depression. Listen to me carefully. Depression is not your fault, but healing is your responsibility. You don't need to control your feelings. You don't need to fake happiness. All you need is to take the next disciplined step. Discipline is the bridge between the life you have and the life you want. And every single time you choose discipline over despair, you win a battle that depression thought it had already conquered. So tonight, when that voice tells you to stay in bed, when it whispers, "Nothing will change," you whisper back, "Watch me." Because depression can take your joy, it can take your motivation, but it can't take your discipline unless you give it away. Remember this, discipline doesn't just build success, it saves lives, and maybe, just maybe, it will save yours too.